Hello there, everyone. Thank you so much for stopping by for your monthly tarot insights for the month of August. I want to run through a few things really quick just before we get started. First of all, anytime you come to see a general reading, what you should expect is that this reading, not every little bit of it is going to apply to you in just exactly the way that it comes through. Some of it may not apply to you at all. Because it is a general reading, and so I'm going to be picking up on a lot of different energies for each sign. So there's going to be different stories coming to me, kind of getting mixed up and jumbled, and hopefully making a lot of sense to you, but you should not expect that it's going to be exactly right on just for you, okay? Next thing that you need to know. What I'm looking at for these readings is a particular life cycle that you're going to be going through during the month of August. And so life cycles, I've seen them last as long as 20 minutes. I've seen them last as long as several years. Life cycles, really, their length depends on your willingness to embrace the lesson or experience and move forward with it, or your resistance to that lesson or experience and moving forward with it. So it really all depends on you. When I'm looking at the life cycle, I'm going to be looking at some information that kind of sets you up to have the lesson or experience. We'll look at the lesson or the experience itself, and then we will look at the fulfillment or ultimate fulfillment of the life cycle, and that comes up as a result of integrating the lesson or experience into your life. Okay, so that's what we're looking at for you guys for August. Thank you everybody for being here. Let's jump into your readings. Hello there, Pisces. Thank you so much for stopping by. Let's go ahead and get into your tarot insights for the month of August. The first card that I'm looking at is going to tell me about your environment. Now, environment can be anywhere that you have energy or resources invested. Usually it comes up as home, but I do see it every once in a while come up as work or school as well. So anywhere where you have energy or resources invested. What I'm seeing about your environment is that right now it's not making you too happy. Something about your environment has got you feeling a little bit blue. Might be time to repaint the walls. It might be that people are doing construction right outside your home and you don't really get peace and quiet all day long. Could be a lot of different things coming in here, but something going on there has you not feeling very good about your environment. The next card that I have talks to me about your subconscious leanings. And by the way, I don't show the cards here because I don't have the copyrights to show you guys the cards. I'm not using the same ones as I use for the weeklies because I don't like to use the same ones for different things. So that's why you don't see the cards on the monthlies. All right, so la da 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 da. Subconscious leanings coming up here. To me, this tells me that you've really been having a hard time lately as far as finding ways to express yourself in a way that feels good to you. I feel like you kind of have like this, some kind of creative urge inside of you that you have not really allowed yourself to follow up on because everyday life has just kept you too busy. And your subconscious is working on how can we let that out? How can we find a way to let that out? All right, so let's look at communication style and learning style. Learning style right now, I think that any kind of thing that you're learning or that you're researching, I think it's just kind of falling on you. That information is just falling to you. I don't think that you're really digging that hard to find any new information. Excuse me, at least not as it applies to this particular life cycle. As far as communication, I do feel like you're pretty good at initiating communication in this life cycle, trying to get things talked about and going. I'm not sure how successful you are in being able to keep the conversation carrying forward, but I do see you being able to initiate conversation. So at least you're putting your cards on the table. You're letting people know what you think and how you feel about things that are going on. I kind of feel like, how they react to that is going to be different depending on who it is that you're trying to initiate communication with. Some people, I really have a sense of some people, at least one person really not wanting to hear some of the things that you have to say. But most people, I think, are fine with it. And most people are fine with communicating with you and sharing ideas and things like that. All right, so let's move on to the next card. This card talks to me about work. This tells me that your work is very secure. It may not be the most exciting thing or the most happiness, joyful making thing, but it's pretty steady as she goes and very secure. So that part is good. As far as work that you're doing inside, doing that personality work, that character work, I do see you trying to get things more stable inside and working on that. I feel like some of you, Pisces, you've been feeling like your emotions are kind of taking a little bit more control than you like, and so you're working on sort of monitoring those and keeping those in check. All right, let's move on to the next card. The next thing tells me that this is talking to me about that part of you that is being grown or expanded right now. And it feels to me like you're feeling like you're not in a position of strength at all in some area of your life, whatever this has to do with. For some of you, this is going to be work related, but for some of you, this is going to be relationship related. And I think probably for a lot of you, this is going to be relationship related. Not all, though. But I do feel like you're feeling like you're at a disadvantage. You're not feeling as strong as you used to feel in whatever the situation is. And so you're learning how to cope with that. That's where you're growing or expanding right now, is in the learning how to cope with a situation where you don't have the same advantages that you're used to having all the time, and sort of adjusting for that. As far as things that you stand for, looks to me like you've received some kind of good news about money. Maybe this is a bonus, maybe this is a gift, maybe this is an inheritance, but you've received some kind of good news about money, and somebody has actually kind of come at you about this, and you've sort of defended that position, defended the fact that, hey, if somebody wants to give me money, why would I stop them? I mean, what is the question there? And then what we have coming up here is how other people view you. And a lot of times this how other people view you really talks about the person that kind of came at you and you had to defend something, because of them. And so to me, it's usually the same person. And so this person that said something to you about this gift or this money that came to you, this news at least about money that came to you, the money itself might not have yet here in August, at least not in this life cycle. But this person is feeling like they feel like you're heartbroken. And that's kind of interesting. But they see you as somebody who is heartbroken and who is going through maybe some emotions that are a little bit overwhelming about whatever sadness it is that you're holding. That's the way they see you. Doesn't necessarily mean it's the way you are, although we do have that clue earlier that, your inner work was about stabilizing your emotions. So there is definitely something you're feeling emotional about, but they're seeing it as heartbroken more than just emotional. As far as lesson or experience for this particular life cycle, Pisces, what I do see is you're trying to keep everything balanced. This can come in financially. This can come in as far as relationships. Maybe you're trying to keep relationships with a couple of different people that it really doesn't work well to have relationships with both of these people. These can be, more than one intimate partner, or this can be friends that just don't get along, and so you're trying to balance out and share time between them, and it's just not working out. The experience here is that things are falling through the cracks as you try to do this. So that's the lesson or the experience. Of course, the lesson there is going to be about, how much effort do you really want to put into trying to keep things balanced when you have the option to keep things simple. So that's kind of what you're looking at. And then the other lesson could be too, how do I keep things balanced? If you really want to keep balancing these things out, how do you do it? That could be the other lesson there as well. Okay, so as you are going through this experience where you're trying to balance things out, but things are falling through the cracks, you do have some things coming up. One of those is that there is a partnership coming in with somebody. Now, this can be a romantic partnership, but it doesn't have to. This can be a business partnership. This can be paying the neighbor to mow your grass because that's falling through the cracks. Maybe you're not able to get around to doing your yard work. But there's some kind of partnership that comes up here, and I do have the distinct impression that it does help you to sort of get some things balanced out, or to bring some peace to your life, because when you're trying to balance too many things and things are falling through the cracks, there isn't peace. But I feel like this partnership helps bring peace to your life one way or the other, whether it's partnering with one of the two people you were trying to balance things out, if it's a relationship, or whether it's actually partnering with somebody to help you keep everything accomplished that you want to keep accomplished. Either way, it brings peace into your life. I do see some confusion coming up as far as balancing out. I believe from seeing this card that you are going to try to focus in on what's the most important and spend more time and energy and effort on whatever that turns out to be. But I feel like also you have a lot of confusion about, okay, well, what is that? Which one should I pick here? So I do see some confusion coming into the end of this life cycle, trying to figure that out. And ultimately, I see you going back to this idea of trying to juggle everything. It's like, yeah, some things fell through the cracks, but now I'm going to figure out, now I've got this partnership going, now I'm going back to trying to juggle everything and see if I can make it work this way. So that's what I see coming in for you for some insights for this month, Pisces. I do appreciate all of you stopping by, hanging out, liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and all of your other support. Everyone have an absolutely fantastic month, and I will see you back here the next time. Peace out. Hello everybody, this is Amista, and I am coming to you today with something completely different than what you've ever seen here before, completely different than what I ever thought I would do. I have been taking Reiki training, and I've gotten level 1 and I've gotten level 2, and I really want to take master training because already I've realized that there are other people out there who need to know how to be able to do Reiki for themselves, and I'm not qualified to show them that or to teach them that or to pass that on to them or empower them with that until I become a Reiki master. And so I was looking into a Reiki master program, and I meet all the qualifications as far as that goes. I've been accepted into the master program, but the last little bit of money is what I need some help with, and I'm hoping that you guys will help me with that. I need to raise another $3,000 to get myself into the program, and so that's where you guys come in. What I'm doing is I am accepting very happily and very thankfully and very gratefully any donations that you may feel like you would want to give. If you don't want to, obviously, then don't. But if you do feel like you want to help me to get into this Reiki Master Apprenticeship Program, any help that any of you and all of you send is great. No donation is too small. I just ask that they're over like 35 cents, because I think PayPal will take 35 cents of whatever comes in as a fee for collecting payment. But anything other than over 35 cents is no donation is too small, so there's the corrected version of that. And actually I was looking I have over 7,000 subscribers. If every subscriber donated $1, I would be able to end this request. But so if you would like to donate, I would be extremely thankful. I would appreciate that a lot. Also, I want to do something for you in exchange for donating. So anybody who would donate at all, I would like to offer you 15 minutes of free Reiki distant healing. In other words, I would send you some healing energy where you would not have to come to my house, or we would not have to meet in person, just like I do a lot of my readings by Skype or by phone. I can also send the healing energy without having to be right in front of you. We don't even have to be on the phone or on Skype when I do it, although I will want to touch base with you ahead of time to find out where you would like me to target that energy. If you have any particular thing you want to have worked on energetically, and also to touch base after it's done, just to let you know that I have sent the energy in to check in with you, see how you're feeling, that type of thing. Um, Anybody who donates anything more than $50, what I would like to do is send you some Reiki energy. I would send you the same amount of minutes of Reiki energy as you send dollars. So say you donate $50, then I would send you 50 minutes of Reiki energy. Anybody who wants to donate and doesn't want to receive Reiki but knows somebody else that they would like to have the Reiki sent to, feel free to let me know that, and you can gift that Reiki to somebody else, and I will just touch base with them, make sure I have permission to send them that energy, and talk to them about where they would like it targeted and all of that, just like I would if I was sending that to you. So that is what I've got going on, and I really appreciate, like I said, all of the help any of you can send. I know not everybody can send, not everybody will want to send help, but I am hoping that there will be enough to get me into this quickly. Otherwise, I would probably have to wait, I don't know, 6 months, a year before I had this kind of money to get myself into there, and I don't want to wait that long. I want to be able to empower people more quickly than that. So what I'm doing is I am in the description section underneath the video. I'm going to send you a link where you can donate, and you can choose whatever amount you want to donate. And I will probably also have that showing in the video as well. So thank you, everybody, for listening and for giving this some thought, some prayer, some attention. And thank you, everybody who actually does donate as well. I appreciate it all. Thank you so much. Peace.